Dinarland highlights, recently. First up from Walking Stick. I told Frank 26 over a month ago that part of the delay is that they have been arguing over the rate that they are wanting to come out. In my opinion, they are planning or wanting to come out above $1. From Bruce. I was advised intel-wise to lay low. Don't say a whole lot because where we are and we are so close. A lot is going on behind the scenes. I will just say this, when it comes to Iraq, Iraq is the lead dog on this. Let's release this. Iraqi Stock Exchange, ISX, closed for about 6 days. They are opening up their ISX tomorrow Friday approximately 9 a.m. Iraqi time. Do you realize they supposed to have their new rate showing? That program rate we have seen for so long is gone and the new rate is in. That allows a lot more people to see it and trade on it and bring the value of the dinar up even higher. I am just going to say there are a number of things happening today are moving this thing to fruition. We should have a good holiday season this year. I am not saying we will have to wait till then, but we are on an hour-to-hour time frame right now. From Frank 26. When Guru Walking Stick told me what they were thinking about, I was shocked. Walking Stick told me how bad it has been negotiating with the Iraqi officials. It is just their style. Now, everybody needs to thank Walking Stick for this next part. All accounting has been figured at $2 to 1 dinar and next week they are to do the accounting at 3-1, as in $3 to 1 dinar. The only reason I could give out this rate information is because this is now public information in Iraq. From Cap, Dinar Alert, and IQD Calls chat room. So what is the Balassa-Samuelson effect hypothesis? We will get into this, as this little nugget is very important to us as dinar investors. We already know the plan is to float dinar based on the IMF statement, gradual appreciation, reference Guru Cap post November 30, 2017. When you search Wikipedia, you get an explanation for this as, Balassa-Samuelson, BS, hypothesis implies that countries with rapidly expanding economies should tend to have more rapidly appreciating exchange rates. In other words, the IMF themselves are acknowledging, by saying Balassa-Samuelson effect in this Article 4 document, the dinar will rise rapidly. Also from Cap. We all should know by now currency reform is a process. Currency reform like we want to see requires stability, implementation of technology, and planning. From what I am reading, progress has been made in recent weeks with the new CBI law, anti-money laundering, electronic banking. But this takes time to implement and activate. Not to mention the CBI still has work to do to be in compliance with the IMF. The good news is the CBI is pushing forward on reforms, have banking events scheduled next month, next year. With all this known, hopefully we will see changes in the next few months to perpetuate the banking system and encourage investment. From Rayren 98, TNT. Things are looking very good for next week. From MG. The reasons for delaying the adoption of the budget and its return to the new government related to the existence of errors and volatility of oil prices between the rise and decline during the past period, as well as errors in the collection process. I hope everyone makes the connection to the delay in getting the budget out and the September 25 referendum of Kurdistan. We also know that 36 oil wells were under the direct control of Barzani and he and Maliki, at one point, were stealing oil wealth from Iraq out of these wells. These wells had to be taken back. This oil is now under the control of the GOI as this area is now secured by the GOI. This is all an Article 140 issue and as I said many times will all come out and a law has to be passed in Parliament to end this dispute. But my point is you have to see the connection as to why the budget is delayed when you read these articles. You must remember the news from the past. I also want to remind everyone that this is the reason for the delay in the budget. From Mike, Dinar Alert. Article. Tigris Channel reveal details of the World Bank negotiations with Iraq on the corruption of the currency auction. You can't turn off the auctions, the dollar is the gas in the engine. If they stopped the auctions now without the benefit of Article 8, how would they pay for their imports? Iraq produces almost nothing right now outside of oil. There's no demand for the dinar in Egypt, Turkey, Jordan, and Iran won't take it. They want greenbacks for the goods they import into Iraq. There's no easy solution, it's going to cause some pain. Stop the corruption, legislate deposit security with the private banks, empower the open market economy, and then, before we know it, they'll create an economy where the world wants something other than oil from the Iraqi people. Or not. And they'll burn through their reserves and the economy will collapse. As always, it's just an opinion. Who knows, with political will, they could turn this around pretty quickly. Last up from Dr. Clark. Remember what we wrote, way back this summer, in our July 27, 17 post, about December. December, your Santa Claus, or something similar, we have not, and will not change. End report. Thanks. More on iqdcalls.com.